leave the room quickly. This guy was a Little Rock criminal detective,
Yeah.
and
He
it sounds like he's almost retired and he's just doing counseling for law enforcement.
Oh, well.
Do you have any law enforcement background?
Well, no, I did 911 and worked with the police down on that.
Well, you could tell him that you used to work on 911 and you and your wife are having difficulties. He is a very reasonable guy
Yeah.
that gives honest guidance. How old are you, Mr. Ladd?
I'm 81 and she's
You're
79.
just 81, and how old is she?
2 years younger.
Well, that's not much. And y'all been married how long?
61 years this year.
Well, unless you just want to be thrown out on Medicaid.
Well, the problem was, this thing, I was down here doing financials after I kind of retired from the other thing. And she didn't want to move down here apparently. That was back in 2005, 2012.
Where did y'all live?
Harrison. But I was down here in an apartment and she'd back and forth and my son's down here. So I was down here about 6, 7 years. So we couldn't make that move, and it was kind of expensive to not do the move, although I was doing okay. But the thing that, has been out of this is my son is, and I know he thought the benefits of us being together and staying, I mean, he's going the extra mile on that because he sees that with our daughter that there's a lot of stuff going on there and that's where I kind of entered the picture, and we did ball game, we did about anything and everything, and she had to come to supper club and she wasn't included, but it's not that she didn't like to do things it's just that for going out, and we even made a trip to Phoenix together, and we've done a lot of things together, Christy and our daughter.
What is the nursing home telling you?
We're going to have a meeting on Friday with my son, and they've already said that it's up to me to say if I want, but I don't know where I'd go if they really, it'd be discharged.
I would go to an assisted living facility wherever you can find one.
Well, is that the PCP thing that kind of bothers me a lot, and they kind of take over. I guess they do it in assisted living as well as nursing home, or.
No, I think in assisted living, you take their van to your PCP.
I can still stay do that.
Mm-hmm.
See, that kind of, I'd go out.
They help make sure that you're fed and that you're alive.
Mm-hmm.
But home health comes into assisted living facilities to do the wound care.
Yeah.
So you could have a vac. They provide some transportation, like to doctors or shopping centers. Sometimes they have trips. You would have to interview them, but they're not cheap. Assisted living facilities are cash, but I think they're cheaper than full-time nursing homes for cash.
Yeah. Well, this one, it's got a few more days left in it. That's what we're going to be talking about. That.
And then you have Medicare lifetime days too. But if you start taking away your Medicare lifetime days,
well,
then if you got really sick,
well, yeah, and I've kind of gone through all the process here of what I can do independently, and there's not much I can't do. I mean, with a chair and everything. I mean, I don't know that everybody sees that, but I can drive. I can do.
You know what I've said? I'm getting a place on the train in St. Louis.
On the what?
On the train line, so that I can just go downstairs, get on the train line, and go to Bush Stadium or Barnes Hospital.
Well,
everything else will be ordered in.
Yeah, I mean it's not like anyway, and that was kind of the idea where we live here.
And in the winter, I'm going to Florida.
You go to Florida. Now, if we're doing the vac thing now, I mean we talked about this last week a little bit, and maybe a lot, but.
You already look better going back on the vac. The whole area is granulated now. You had lost some of that.
What you think on both feet or just left?
I would do to both feet until they're both healed.
Really?
If you're gonna be in a nursing facility and you're gonna have your feet up in the air and your head down like this picture shows over here.
Okay, I thought we said last week.
You should do both if you can. If you can't, the left is the most important.
Well, I would
Because
like.
you have the most volume loss on the left.
Well, the
But-
left would be. I mean, 2 is many times more than 2. I mean, it's just they interfere and they.
All right.
You know.
If you could only do one, do the left. But
Okay.
avoid any walking,
What-
wheelchair only.
What do
No
you
touch
think
on.
about the blockage thing the other day?
I am so glad you got that. I think you should heal more rapidly.
Do you think that was good then? I felt like he really did a lot of work. I
When
mean,
you transfer, toe touch only. Just touch your toes to transfer.
do you have you read his report yet? Or
I did.
And what did you see of it in the
He
report?
did a good job. You know, everything comes down to how it works.
Well, he was. I don't know how many hours he spent, but I was out of it at least 3 or 4 hours. It was a long time.
Did your wife come out there for that?
No, nobody. So you can imagine. I mean, that's the whole thing of all this stuff is I go out and do all these things and they're afraid that they're going to have to take off and do something. And I understand it's a tedious and it's a real big issue right now. My son's got his job and she's got her situation, but nobody shows up. I mean, I go to all these places myself, do all these things myself.
You gotta take care of yourself too, you know?
Yeah.
I think,
I don't-
those who give should get things given back and, you know, I don't know y'all's history, but if you've been married 60 years, you should have figured it out by now.
Well, yeah, but see, I